Good evening Lake Palestine, and welcome to the Factoid. I'm Hank Hydrilla, and with me as always is the lake area's most trusted anchor, Joe Lakeside.
Good evening, Hank. First up tonight, the controversy over the fire just off Highway 155 on 3506 has only been exacerbated by the deafening silence from City Hall. As you can see here, the flames from Queen Gully's untended Briarwood Bay fence line burned higher than the electric lines.
As you can see in this shot, the fire engulfed the electrical lines. According to City Hall, this was a controlled burn undertaken by both Coffee City and Berryville's volunteer fire departments. It certainly appears to have been well tended by a child with matches.
In other news, despite the protests of all decent people, the evil male hag still seeks to deny Texans their right to fish on the navigable waters of our great state. She is trying to take out her anger at her stupid decision of where to build a house on the poor folks who just want to fish. Shame, shame, male hag.
A question for Luke Duke in tonight's Ask the Experts segment. The viewer asks, who is the CCCC running in the November city elections? Luke answers, the Concerned Citizens of Coffee City is not a political party and does not run candidates for office. It is a private citizens watchdog group formed to fight the overreach of the city and property taxes.
However, I will personally back those citizens running for public office who hold the following values. For council, I am looking for a candidate that insists on complete council oversight of all city business, including the municipal police and fire departments. A candidate who understands the need for fiscal responsibility and austerity, one who understands and advocates transparency in the city government. A person who will follow the laws of the state of Texas, and vote accordingly.
A candidate for mayor must be a leader who will take the city in a positive, reasoned, fiscally responsible direction. A communicator who listens to the citizens and responds politely, regardless of the subject. Who will work toward the will of the people, in accordance only to the laws of the state of Texas and legally passed ordinances. I will not back anyone I suspect has a hidden agenda, displays incompetence, has anything to gain, displays intentions other than serving the people, is a city employee, or is endorsed by a city employee or appointed alderman.
Next, a question for Ghost, the administrator of the world-renowned website ConcernedCitizensCoffeeCity.com, from a viewer who asks to be referred to only as dark-skinned Mexican fishing from the bridge. He writes, why aren't citizens notified about projects and money spent by the EDC?
Ghost answers, Mr. Fisherman, I had to check into this, since the EDC board acts like it is an enormous burden to post these events before they spend the money. Turns out the law governing this is so simple even a retarded idiot in the first grade could do it. 1. Pick a project for all the 8 approved items on the list. 2. Get council approval. 3. EDC posts a notice 60 days before any money is spent. It's just that simple. Why the Coffee City EDC cannot figure it out is beyond normal comprehension. I guess they are not as smart as a retarded imbecile in the first grade.
This just in. In a desperate attempt to raise money for the community abortion center, Hobby Chong, seen here, and Mayor Tone, seen here, have been seen at Club Ignite attempting some rather unorthodox fundraising methods.
Finally, in our Back Talk segment, an email from a viewer in Emerald Bay who wishes to go by the name Lacey Underall. She writes, why doesn't the stupid city post on the agenda when they are going to play on Avasmador's vlogs? I'm afraid I'll go up there and listen to all of that BS, then no as flick. What a RIP off that world be. Can't they perform this public service for us multitude of adoring fans?
Well, Lacey, the question neatly answers itself. They are afraid that if word got out that they would be playing his video at a meeting, that there would not be enough cops in East Texas to quell the throng of rabid admirers.
Good night Lake Palestine, and have a great tomorrow.